Hey, what's happening, DC Viewers? I'm the DC01, and welcome to this week's WWE 2K20 Roman Reigns Tower video. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. First thing I want to talk about isn't even really wrestling related, and it's technically a birthday, I guess you could say that. A couple days ago, Super Mario Brothers celebrated their 35th anniversary. This was, of course, their anniversary of the first Super Mario Brothers game on the NES. 1985, but it's not the true anniversary of like Mario or even the Mario Brothers. That was earlier in the 80s, but yay. So let's get into Payback. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan beat the Iconics. Big E beat Sheamus. Matt Riddle beat Baron Corbin, and then afterwards Baron Corbin attacked Matt Riddle backstage. Keith Lee beat Randy Orton. R-Truth pinned Akira Tozawa in the garage to become 24/7 champion. The Mysterios beat Buddy Murphy and Seth Rollins. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax actually beat Sasha Banks and Bayley to become the new women's tag team champions, which honestly I didn't see coming. Bobby Lashley beat Apollo Crews to become the new United States champion. And in the triple threat between Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, and Roman Reigns actually didn't come out at the beginning. It was just Braun who attacked the Fiend during his entrance. It was just the two of them who were fighting for a bit. The two of them destroyed each other, and then the Fiend superplexed Braun off the top rope, collapsing the ring, and only then did Roman Reigns come out with Paul Heyman. Roman then attacked Braun with the steel chair, took out the Fiend, and then pinned Braun Strowman to become Universal Champion. Alright, let's get into Raw. Hi, Brock. Keith Lee confronted Randy Orton, but was attacked then by Dolph Ziggler. Lee then beat Dolph Ziggler to enter a #1 contenders triple threat. Asuka interrupts Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax for celebrating their win to call out a new challenger. Mickie James then came out. But then Lana and Natalya came out to confront Mickie. Lana and Natalya then attacked both Mickie and Asuka, who were able to fight them off. Mickie then beat Lana in a one-on-one match. In the match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, Aleister Black attacked Kevin Owens before the match even started. Kevin Owens continued though, and Orton beat him easily in order to enter the #1 contenders match. Is like a necessary evil. Alright, continuing with Raw, Cedric Alexander confronted MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin on the VIP lounge before bringing out the Viking Raiders, starting a 6-man brawl, which then turned into a 6-man tag match, which Cedric and the Viking Raiders won. Afterwards, the Hurt Business attacked Cedric backstage. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan beat the Iconics again, 2 nights in a row, but this time there was a special stipulation in place, actually 2. The winner of that match got a title shot at the women's tag team titles. The losers had to disband, which means that the Riott Squad got a title shot and the Iconics had to break up. Now that came out of nowhere. I mean, if they were planning to break them up, I think they should have just made that the stipulation at Payback. Like, make it that the stipulation for the pay-per-view. Just like, why'd you waste that on, you know, just Raw? Especially right after they had the exact same match the night before. Alright, here we go. So I have a red health bar already. Alright, let's go. Ow. Oh, come on, no. Let me use my comeback. No, I'm not gonna use my comeback. I used it at the wrong time. No. Gotcha. Alright, come on. Gotcha. Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Here we go. Oh. Alright, Seth Rollins beat Dominic Mysterio to be the final entrant in the #1 Contenders triple threat. And a match between the Street Profits against Angel Garza and Andrade Almas. Retribution showed up, attacking both of the Street Profits, Almas and Zelina Vega. Ow. Oh. Garza, however, didn't get attacked because he ran off, leaving both Almas and Vega, basically like leaving them to the wolves. Or Chihuahuas, I guess, since it's Retribution. Oh. I don't know. Can you tell I just woke up? Alright, Raw Underground. Titus O'Neil showed up. He actually beat 2 wrestlers, which I think is the first time Titus O'Neil has actually wrestled in probably at least 2 years. Maybe even 3. I forget, when was the Greatest Royal Rumble? I think that was the last time he ever did anything really wrestling related, right? Around that time. Oh yeah, so after Titus beat 2 wrestlers, Riddick Moss then beat Titus. Here we go, suplex, baby. NXT's Jessamine Duke beat a wrestler. Fellow NXT wrestler Marina Shafir took out another wrestler. And then the Iconics showed up, Raw Underground. They weren't, you know, technically a team anymore. And then all of a sudden, Peyton sent in Billy Kay to take out both of them, both Jessamine and Marina, she went for it immediately, or admittedly, she went for it. Didn't do very well. And of course, people are now saying it's like the whole reason they broke up is because WWE wants to, set up Peyton as a single star. Which, yeah, I understand. I think people knew they were kind of getting her ready for a solo run for a while, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like the Iconics weren't really ready to be broken up yet. I feel like if they were going to break up, I feel like it should have been, part of a storyline and not just a stipulation. Here we go. Stress again. Lock and load, baby. Alright, come here. Hey, isn't this your move? Ooh. Well, Brock does it 3 times, so that's better. Continuing with Raw Underground, in a match that was supposed to be Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin. It started with a brawl, and then the Hurt Business came in, taking out Cedric, Ricochet, and... uh-oh. Hold on. Gotcha. Trick punch. They took out Crews, Ricochet, and Cedric. And in the main event, Randy Orton beat Seth Rollins and Keith Lee to become #1 contender for the WWE title. And during that match, he didn't really even wrestle that much. He kind of just watched and let Keith Lee and Seth Rollins beat each other up, which is a smart plan. Here we go. Spear. Alright, we'll get into SmackDown. And Brock's like out of it. Never mind. I was gonna say he's out of it, but yeah, maybe not. Brock, what are you doing? I was like, Brock, stop taunting. Alright, here we go. Get in here. What's the, how do I do the drive-by? Do I have to have him stand against the ropes? Oh. Oh, crap. No, you don't. No, I didn't want to do that. I want to get him stunned up against the ropes. Alright, so speaking of Reigns, actually, on SmackDown, it started with Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman coming out and announcing that they were going to try to outdo what Raw did with the triple threat to determine the #1 contender by hosting a fatal 4-way that night. Ooh. Heavy Machinery beat The Miz and John Morrison. Afterwards, Morrison stole Otis's Money in the Bank briefcase, then ran off with it. Which was then revealed afterwards that Otis doesn't even keep the contract in the briefcase. He keeps it in the lunchbox. And in the briefcase, he keeps food. Because why not? Sheamus attacked Big E backstage. Big E being one of the members of the... No! Oh my god, if I lost like right there after all this. Boom! I actually haven't really taken that much damage. I mean, yeah, my health bar is super low, but it's not like an injured part. There we go. Never mind. Oh god. No! I need to build up my resiliency. Help! So yeah, so Sheamus attacked Big E backstage. So Big E was taken out. Woohoo! Big E was taken out of the Fatal 4-Way to be replaced with Jey Uso, which was interesting, seeing how it's to determine who's going to face Roman Reigns. Alright, let's finish this. Got him. That has to be it. Yep. It only takes one. Alright, continuing with SmackDown. In a rematch for the women's tag title matches, Nia and Shayna again beat Banks and Bayley to retain this time. The match was actually really good. It was a lot better than I expected it. But the funny thing is, before the match started, Michael Cole and Corey Graves were hyping it up like this could be the greatest tag match in the history of SmackDown, which was ridiculous for them to even try to convince the audience that. When there's so many like amazing ones. But the match was actually a lot better than I expected it to be. So, but yeah, so Nia and Sheena retained. Banks had got an injured knee during the match. Injured knee. She was about to be carried out by medics, but Bayley said, be careful, and I'll do it myself. And Banks, was like, yeah, let her do it. So they slid out the ring, and then Bayley attacked Banks. She beat her up, continued to beat up on her knee, and before putting her head in between a steel chair and crushing her neck. Wow. Now, to be honest, I'm pretty sure everyone was expecting, them to break up, and actually, as soon as I saw kind of the aftermath of the match, I was like, okay, I know where this is going. Bayley's going to attack her. And it did, and they actually did it pretty well, how they did the whole thing. Now, the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure when everyone was expecting the breakup, everyone was expecting Banks to attack Bayley, out of jealousy, because, Bayley's still the champion, and Banks has done nothing but lose titles. Meanwhile, Bayley has been able to hold on to hers. So the fact that it was Bayley who actually turned on Banks, that was actually that was a nice twist. And again, they sold it really well, both of them. I will say I would have liked it better if they didn't have Bayley talk at all. Like, they didn't have her do the stereotypical, you did this, or this is your fault. If they had just had her attack Banks and let the reasoning kind of be a big question, I think that would have worked a lot better, but that's just me. Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles confront Sami Zayn over the Intercontinental title. AJ Styles and Sami Zayn attack Jeff Hardy, but Jeff is able to take out AJ, but Zayn is able to take out Hardy. And in the main event, the Fatal 4-Way, Jey Uso actually won. He beat Matt Riddle, Baron Corbin, and Sheamus to become the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' title. Now that's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, because now it's family against family. Now I honestly thought what was going to happen, I thought Reigns would attack Jey before the match or during it, and then after he won, I was like, okay, now he's definitely going to come out to attack him, but he didn't, so we'll see where they go with this. They'll see if they pull a, finger poke of doom kind of thing, and Jey just lays down for Roman, or if Roman, brutalizes his own family member. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if it's all the time. What do you guys think of Payback? What do you guys think of Raw? What do you guys think of SmackDown? Stay tuned for Versus. Guy01, signing out. One more episode, baby.